Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I finally wanted to do my why wax video. Charity tagged me weeks ago at this point, and I just have not had a chance to sit down and film it. So I'm here today to share my story. I apologize for the lighting. It's not the best, but I am moving and I have things packed up and things are just a little bit chaotic. So just kind of have to film where we're at the moment with what we have. So not the best video, but I think that's okay. I love all the videos that I have watched of this tag, so I've been excited to share my story as well. I have loved like Bath and Body Works, smelly good things, home fragrance, literally since I can remember. When I was in elementary school, middle school, that was like old school Bath and Body Works time where you had like the juniper breeze, the sun ripened raspberry, all of those scents. And I remember like my grandmother used to wear juniper breeze a lot. So that scent really reminds me of her. And yeah, I just remember growing up in, not that we burned like a lot of candles and things like that, but scent was prevalent in my life from a very young age. And then in middle school, I really started getting into buying fragrances for me. So I would do like the buy three, get three free, and would get, you know, lots of fun stuff. And I truly have been using like Bath and Body Works like shower gels and stuff since I was in middle school, just consistently throughout the course of my life. So at some point in that time, I started melting wax. So at first I was buying candles from Bath and Body Works, not a ton, but you know, the occasional candle here and there. So I would say probably late high school to early college years is when I was buying candles and when I made kind of my transition to wax, because I remember moving into like my freshman dorm, I had like a wax little stash as well. So I literally can't remember a time where I haven't been into this type of thing, you know, for my whole life. It's just kind of evolved as it's gone. During that time of my life, I really was into makeup as well. I still enjoy makeup, but it's not near to the extent that it used to be. I mean, I would do a full face, like glam makeup 7 days a week. Like it wouldn't matter. That really was the style of makeup back then too, but I was obsessed with it. I still have tons of makeup. Yeah, I'm inundated with makeup, but I still love it and enjoy it. But I used to watch so many like makeup YouTube videos, and one day I made a channel and I thought it would be fun to share like makeup, Bath and Body Works stuff on YouTube. So that's what I did. I believe I started my channel in 2015. I've been on YouTube since 2015. So I guess that's 8 years this year. So just, it seems crazy that it's been that long, but when I say that I have loved every single second of it, I have loved every single second of it. I just find YouTube to be so much fun. Nobody in my life enjoys wax and scent the way I do. And so it was so nice to have an avenue to talk about these things and to meet friends that had shared interest with me regarding some of those things. So that was great. I have met so many people like in the makeup community and the candle community and the wax community. And I really have just adjusted my channel based on what I am interested in at the time. So obviously I've done travel videos and vlogs. Because I love to travel. I've done Bath and Body Works and makeup and body care, skincare. Like I have done the gamut of all of those things. So back in like 2016 or so, I somehow got introduced to Scentsy, and I don't exactly remember how that happened, but I had a consultant at the time that I became decently good friends with. And so I was purchasing some Scentsy wax, and she sent me a package of wax from Sassy Aroma, like a random act of kindness. She was going through her collection, and she sent me some from Sassy Aroma. So to my recollection, that was the first vendor wax that I had ever tried. And I remember the first scent I smelled was Montego Bay from Sassy Aroma. And I remember smelling that being like, nothing ever compares to this. It was just so good. Still to this day, I love that scent, but I remember smelling that and being like, nothing I've had from Scentsy even compares to this. Like it blew Scentsy at that time for me, like way out of the water. So I was so jazzed about vendor wax. And in that first like random act of kindness I got to, that's when I was first introduced to strawberry, and when I first discovered that I did not like strawberry oils. And that's a memory that I carry with me to this day, is the first time smelling a piece of like strawberry wax and thinking, this smells like sour milk. And even now there are some blends, there are some strawberry oils that pull that like sour milk note to me. So it's interesting how I've carried that with me, you know, this whole time. But so at that time, I was already on YouTube. And so I think I started watching like vendor wax videos. So Sarsaparilla Aroma. And then I remember my second vendor was Super Tarts, because I remember seeing all of her beautifully decorated clamshells. She had like her Harry Potter collection. She had her horror movie collection, and all of that was so appealing to me. I love like the vibe that gives off. I love like for Halloween having Halloween themed wax. Like I love, like that's very cozy to me. And so Super Tarts really attracted me because of the labels and the names and things like that. So I remember being really into Super Tarts, and I think it just kind of blew up from there. So the first couple people I was watching wax related was like Mr. Kong's mom, Canada Kim, Ramona Talk, Doug from Hulling Wax. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but we actually live in the same area. He lives not that far from me. So yeah, I remember those were like the main people that I watched. Christy from Scent Junkie. Yeah, just a lot of good, just like old school, like vendor wax type people. And I still was doing makeup and like beauty stuff mainly. And I was getting a Scentsy Club. I mean, I proceeded on this path for years where I was watching YouTube videos, trying new vendors, you know, kind of like in a similar space that am in now. But I remember this was a couple of years ago at this point. I felt like I was just getting overwhelmed by my Scentsy Club. So I canceled my Scentsy Club. And that's been really great just to be able to buy the Scentsy that I want and stuff. And I don't buy candles as much anymore from Bath & Body Works. I very much kind of pick and choose what candles I adore. So I get the same ones like Sweater Weather, Leaves, Vanilla Snowflake. Like I stick to my tried and trues for the most part. I may branch out here and there, but for the most part, I kind of get the same ones over and over again. So fast forward to like the last like 1 to 2 years, I have really kind of transitioned my channel to be just vendor wax for the most part, you know, and Scentsy as well. I still love doing the travel vlogs when I go places and things like that. And I would love to do other videos in the future, but that, you know, with life right now, this is what's working for me. Wax has been such a joy in my life. Like I said, I have always just loved fragrance in general, whether that was body care or home fragrance. And I love walking into a home and it smelling like so cozy or fresh and clean, and not being able to smell the dog, and just those like kind of just basic things that wax can bring. Also, I love the scent memory. You know, when you smell a scent for the first time and, you know, you get that occasional where it's like immediate, it reminds you of like something nostalgic or a scent memory. I love that. I've only had that happen to me like a handful of times, but when you do, it is such a powerful experience. And so I love the nostalgia, and it can kind of bring back memories that maybe I have forgotten about. And don't have very many hobbies. Really, I mean, I'm so busy just with like day-to-day life that like this is my hobby, like wax, smelling wax. I love being able just to go through my wax collection and smell things. That is, I'm sure most of us do that. It seems kind of silly when you say that out loud, but that's one of my favorite things to do. And it's just a little thing that can kind of brighten a day, right? And so I love that about it. I love the community of people that we have here. The friend group I mean, I've made so many friends and talked to so many people on a regular basis, but I have made this like core group of friends that I truly feel like, how did we live our life without each other? Like Charity and Natalie and Carson and Jason, like I feel like I've known them for my whole life. And that's such a weird thing to say. I don't want to get emotional, but it's so weird to say that about somebody that you've never actually met in person, but we just connect on such a different level, and it truly feels like I've known them for my whole life. And so just having them and like all of you guys that I talk to on a semi-regular basis out of this has made all the money, like everything so worth it. All of the like nasty comments on YouTube that you get sometimes when you put yourself out there, like those friendships have totally made this so worthwhile. So I'm so grateful. So Charity and Natalie and I occasionally joke about like, oh man, I wish we lived closer. And I've said, you know, I think that God knew what he was doing, not putting us close by each other. Cause I think we would be trouble if the three of us lived by each other and were able to, we would be just like influencing each other. And I mean, we would have so much fun, but I think God knew what he was doing when he put us across the country from each other. But, you know, the friends, that is definitely the highlight of this whole experience. And the community, I think this wax community is so great. There are so many kind people, and I'm not going to name off names because if I forget somebody, I'm going to feel horrific. So just know that I appreciate every single one of you that I talk to on a regular basis, that comments, that watches my videos. I could not tell you thank you enough. Never when I thought this did I, you know, when I started this channel, did I think that this is where I would be, and have so many amazing people and so many amazing friends across the country that we share this common bond. Like that is definitely the highlight of wax for me. It's you guys. And to be honest, if I wasn't filming YouTube videos or connected to people via like social media in some way, I don't know if I would have the wax collection or excitement about wax that I do, because you guys really is what makes it exciting. And being able to talk to each other and bounce ideas off and things like that makes it so much fun. Like the other day, Charity, Natalie, and I got on FaceTime and we unpacked our Teddy Bees orders together and kind of just went through and smelled things, and we were comparing notes and stuff. And the reaction that I had when I smelled petrichor is vastly different than their first reactions when they smelled petrichor. And I feel like that's a moment I'll just remember for a long time, because that is just the fun of wax, you know, that you can like have differences of opinions and bounce things off of each other and seeing people's reactions. And just, I have so much fun on here, and it has been such a blessing to me to have you guys to share my thoughts, that 4,000 of you care, you know, not that 4,000 people watch my videos, but that 4,000 of you care to sit here and watch me talk about Teddy Bees wax. Like that means a lot to me. So thank you guys so very much. I am excited to be here. I'm excited for the future. And yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's about 10 other topics that I probably wanted to discuss that I am forgetting, but in general, that's kind of my why wax and my story and how I got started in wax. And I look forward to hopefully many more years of doing this. But that's everything for this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.